The Conceited Knowbody. Every Tuesday at 8 p.m.
Oh yeah, that's the one right there. I was looking for something like this. Podcast jumping, fuck them YouTube views. We the only ones staying consistent around this motherfucker. Niggas come and go like they give and go. Nigga pick a role, you gon' ride for me, pussy, yes or no? I'ma say just how I feel, I don't fucking tippy toe. You gon' pay that fucking extra if I gotta catch the boat. But you can pay way less in the address into the vote. I know you scared to do it, boy, just don't drop the soap. They don't call me the superstar for no reason. I had to sit out the game like all season. But I'm back and I told you I shouldn't on the go. I build up a boat, when I sail it's gon' float. I build up a boat, when I sail it's gon' float to the stars. I wrote up some truffles, I'm on Mars. Shout out Lil Devin, hot as out, he got bars. I ain't really large, but I know that I'm in charge. Yeah, this be hard. 2 cash apps, the motherfucker slapping. I ain't do no crime, I got a load and got it cracking. You could get a t-shirt and a sticker with that package. Yeah, that's the one right there.
The coronavirus.
You're crazy! You can't!
I wish they'd take it back where it came from. It shouldn't be here in the first place. Now I'm stuck in the house.
What up? You already know what it is. It's another edition of the best podcast you ever heard of.
You know why that shit that funny. You know what that was? You don't know, that's why you don't know that shit that funny. You know what that was? You know what that was? You know what that was? You know, it's all know what it was.
So I don't that bullshit. South City too.
Ah,
Y'all know what it is. Another edition of the best podcast you never heard of. The Conceited Knowbody. We got a packed house. We got the whole crew in the building. I think this is the first time ever. It's like the reunion tour.
This is really the first time everybody been here. Like,
That's crazy.
ever.
What's up? We back. You already know I am. This is Latour's, a.k.a. the low-key legend. We got a full house, as I just alluded to, with a special guest. You know how we always do introduce the team, then we introduce the guests. To my right, we got Renaissance motherfucking Josi, the man who always make it happen, the man with the plan. How you doing, man?
Man, I've been doing good. I'm gonna make it brief.
That was brief. Skipping the guest, the next our guest is my motherfucking favorite Muslim 2 times in a row, man. This nigga, he missed a flight or something. Hot streak. 2 in a row.
Hey, when I'm off work, then I'm free. I'm a free man. I just move, do what I want to do. You know, it feels good. Man. I feel like Django, man. I'm just roaming around as y'all niggas going to work and shit. I don't understand why y'all at work. But
It ain't even Django right now. You like
He said he don't understand why we at work.
You like Denzel on the Book of Eli,
yeah.
walking around the barren streets. To his right, we got the homie here, DJ T-Rex, our motherfucking favorite DJ, the house DJ. That's how we gonna introduce you. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Just been trying to lay low. I had my teeth pulled, so this medicine been keeping me down. But I'm about to bounce back, come back stronger. You know what it is.
You still standing, you still strong, Antoine official.
Indeed. No corona.
And then you already know what. Then Jason, man. Jason. I said that shit the bullshit. Jason, man, he speaking 2 times in a row. What's happening with you, man?
Speaking of, you gotta say it 2 times. This week, anyway.
Hey, we about to have a fantastic show, man, and we be remiss to mention that we have a special guest, sans the Pussycats. We got Josi. She said that's not her name, so I really don't know what you want to be introduced as.
Oh no, Josie, yes. Yeah, definitely introduce me as Josie. Most definitely.
We got Josi up in here representing the NAP up next. Josi, you teach.
I'm a substitute teacher right now, but I've been in education for 5 years.
And I just wanted to ask you before I said that, do they call you Miss Josi?
No, they call me Miss Chrissy.
Because Miss Josi, man. Josi, that's that. Miss Josi said, sit down, she gonna pinch us.
Right.
That's that kind of name, right?
She don't play.
Nah, they. I still
But
don't play though.
At least a guard still.
You 80s. You 80s with your discipline.
I mean that name.
But we back, man. Listen, we in the midst of an epidemic, allegedly. And we had our special news reporter. if you heard on the intro, if you didn't, I have to play it again. Just for y'all who didn't understand how dangerous the times are right now.
The coronavirus. The coronavirus. The coronavirus. The coronavirus. I wish they'd take it back where it came from. It shouldn't be here in the first place. Now I'm stuck in the house.
Shout out to the motherfucking home.
Shout out my boy Rob the Voice, man. Shout out Rob the Voice, man. Rob.
That's our nigga.
Shout out Big Rob, man. I'm about to call that nigga Big.
Rob. Hey,
it's serious, bro. That's just a testament.
Let's
to
lead
right
off
here in
with
the
this.
city.
Let's lead off with this. It's the cliche thing to talk about, but we offer our own perspective on it. We all know that there's an alleged terrorist around these streets more deadly than Osama bin Laden. 2001 September 11th, we could go outside. We could walk around freely. There was no ban, and planes had just, courtesy of Assad's friends, crashed into some buildings.
Hey man, you call it whatever you want to call it.
No,
I know they had American passports and citizens.
I was a child, so I don't really remember.
They
too
were
much.
living in New York.
I'm 26.
They had just seen the Yankees game that spring.
I like Derek Jeter.
Yeah.
Shout out, but you know you gotta get real somber, moment of silence. You gotta talk real low and slow. We are out here facing coronavirus, COVID-19. Some people call it that, but it's been a mass hysteria, panic. Everybody running. Like it's just like within the last 3 to 4 days, niggas just start washing their hands and taking baths.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe we needed Corona years ago. I really don't know where to kick it off as far as this. We know anybody who knows anything knows that it's been a big panic, shutdowns. You can't be anywhere. We had 1, 2, 3, 4,
We are not
4 more
social
people, man. We'd
distancing
be
right now. No, we're
subject to
actually
government
overrunning.
sanctions.
Yeah, for sure.
Coronavirus 2020. How has this affected your life so far, Jason?
I've had to cancel a number of shows, so it's causing me to miss out on some cash and just really the chance to travel around the country like I was doing already, like trying to get it going for the 2020, but the fucking momentum was killed by this fucking panic-epidemic. That's what this is. It's a panic-epidemic. You feel me?
Have you
So-
tested yourself for coronavirus? Have you been tested?
No.
Would you get tested?
No. I mean, like, if
you
it
had
was
symptoms.
I mean, if I thought I did, then probably yeah. Like, but I don't. I mean, not if I didn't. Not if I wasn't showing no symptoms. Though. Like,
What about you, Trey? I know you done seen it firsthand, like the effects of corona. You work at the airport.
Yeah, I seen it like, this is spring break. Usually in spring break, the flights is full. We had like 150 to 200 bags. We've been having like 23 people booked on flight, 15 people. It's been nice. We ain't been having to work.
So it been nice.
We ain't having to
See,
work,
everybody
bro.
ain't suffering from corona.
it's some real
I
I am legend sounding shit right
I
now.
literally loaded like 15 bags on the flight, and that was it. I was like, okay. I can hear it chill.
Cool,
I'm gonna tell you, man, only niggas really feel the benefits of this shit, like lazy niggas at work. And I'm saying this because I'm a lazy nigga at work. Anything I can do to do the least amount of work and get paid, I'm all for corona in that aspect. So I'm pro corona. I definitely wouldn't take no coronavirus test. Cause I don't need that fucking negativity in my life. If it's positive, I don't need positive negativity.
They're gonna be on you quick.
Corona like a fucking cold. You know what I'm saying? It's like a virus. And I say this with all due respect. If you're not healthy, allow me to speak first.
We can't be eating that bullshit.
Hey, listen.
We gotta protect
Listen, son. Let you talk. Listen. If you can't beat corona, you don't deserve to beat corona. If you got an immune system that can't fight corona, man, listen. You ain't built for the war. This is how I feel. Y'all got to hide Agnes them, the other Miss Josi them, and y'all got to keep them safe. What's up, though, son? You take it.
No, I just say we got to put a disclaimer. A lot of organizations getting in trouble and not responding. I don't want us to get lawsuits. So I just said he's not a medical professional. I mean, we giving our opinion here. We gotta let our listeners know that, you know, we could be wrong. It could be real.
Hey, this is all. We are not medical.
We got to close here.
What about you? You take the test?
No. I'm not.
Just in case.
I don't have a reason to. Just like you said, like my immune system is just fine. Like I eat like I'm supposed to eat. I'm taking care of myself, so I'm not freaking out. But if I have symptoms, like I might go, or I just might stay at home.
What's a symptom of coronavirus? Coronavirus.
They say it's coughing, runny nose, sore throat,
Shortness of breath.
shortness of breath.
I think I caught that.
But that last
I
month.
think I caught that late last year.
On everything, Judy had coronavirus before it was popular.
Remember, we
Yeah,
both,
that nigga-
you did too. We both
said
said
you did too. Nigga.
Pussy stop plumbing.
Listen.
Hey,
Me?
this
was
for a movie.
popular.
This for a movie. This for a movie. These scenes, I got a camera. It's over in the corner. Certain scenes is for a movie that we document. So
Yeah.
it's all for play.
Bullshit up, man. We was sick for 3 weeks, nigga. We was sick for 3 weeks.
Hey,
But you
man,
know what?
no, boy.
We ain't blaming on China.
I ain't
We
blaming
didn't take all the
nobody.
hand sanitizer. We
Yo, I
braved
go to
it
the
out. We
doctor.
did some real things.
Then we go get tested.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, I walked it off. I walked it off. If you can't walk off a disease, don't catch it.
I don't even get vaccines, so I just.
No, right on.
And I'm glad because we can get serious just a moment. You said you don't get vaccines. All jokes aside, there are different theories of what's actually going on. I personally feel like that this is a test run, and the ultimate goal is to gauge our reactions to these so-called or perceived biological warfare, chemicals, whatever it is. I think they just trying to test our reaction, test our resolve, and they see how we react for this before they drop the hammer. I keep bringing up to anybody who listening in the 20s, which is damn near 100 fucking years ago when I think about it. They had, if you're familiar with any parts of history, it was the Great Depression in the late 1920s. It was called depression because a lot of people were around losing their jobs. I think people start killing themselves. And you got to be mindful that these historical events don't concern us, because we are in perpetual depression. You know what I'm saying? It's like they be like, man, it's bad out here, and you be like, shit, I wish I lived where you lived at. Because what they consider bad is not bad. You know what I'm saying? Like what they consider poverty and shit, them motherfuckers be down to one Volkswagen and shit. They be ready to hang themselves. But what they did in the 1920s, and everything is controlled. Like people think that this stuff just pop up out of nowhere. This stuff is playing. I guarantee y'all this event was playing years ago. But what they did, it was like a minor depression. People reacted upset, angry, you can expect them to. And then and when I say they, I'm talking about bankers, people who control the economy, things like that. What they did, they like caused the economy to start flourishing again. Like out of nowhere, people start taking out loans, got comfortable, and like within like the year, they dropped the hammer again, and they just raised all the interest rates and stuff. They caused a mass hysteria with a shortage of food and start laying people off jobs and the like. And I think that that's what they set it up for now. And what it all to do is to increase government dependency. And one of the things that they did now, which I made a meme about it, I'll be able to relax. This Corona shit is memeable. You can make so many fucking memes out of this shit. But one of the things, first off, niggas acting like we've been without water and power and shit for months. That's the reaction that people have. And they say, hey man, there's some tissue over here. And niggas are right past some fucking food and got the tissue, you know what I'm saying? This shit's outlandish. But what made me feel weird about the shit is like how they like we letting children out of school for this certain amount of time, but you can still get your children fed. It's like y'all don't eat at home. Like y'all ain't got a fucking contingency plan and shit. School closed, and people act like it's the most beneficial thing or the most benevolent thing going on. Like I don't understand. Like,
but people really are not prepared. People are literally it's a roll of paper, toilet paper in my house, and I'm not getting paid till Friday, and so we're not buying toilet paper till Friday. Now you can't live like that. Now you have to actually be prepared, and niggas is not.
Talk close to the mic. Yeah.
People are not prepared like for anything. Honestly, like it's just order or a matter of preparation.
And before this happened, do you feel like people knew they weren't prepared?
No, because they were living their lives like just like an ordinary day. So they just felt like this is how life is. Maybe some people. I'm not gonna say all.
Yeah.
But there are a vast majority of people that more so were this is how I live. Just like the kids that that go home and they don't have food. Like.
But they should be used to not eating.
Yeah, you can't afford to panic. A lot of people. That's what it is. That's my.
Well,
shit.
then you have to think about I
That's
can't
real
leave
shit.
the
That's
house.
a
Well, you
real
can't
shit.
leave the house,
Some
so
people less fortunate.
I'm always going over grandma and grandpa's house to eat every day. I can't go to grandma and grandpa's house now because we supposed to stay in the house.
Yeah.
So then I'm just thinking like.
Yeah.
That's when legislation conflict with common sense. You've been, if you hungry and shit, you gonna get your ass up and go get something to eat. I'm not gonna be looking out the window worried about what the fuck the police gonna say if I'm hungry.
I'm talking about like the kids.
And then we haven't even come to that point anyway though. We haven't even got to that point though where they said don't go nowhere. My whole thing is like, are you like just basic preparation? I admit,
Yeah,
man.
San Francisco they did though.
They did what?
They told them it was like I guess it's some sort of lockdown or something like that, or it's like a curfew.
And I understand that, but in the context of Indianapolis where we at, that's like I'm talking about like the preparedness. Like, why are y'all here getting fucking free food?
Because they was gonna get it at school though.
They were going to get it at
But
school.
you have summer vacation sometimes, so you should. Like, do you think their parents only bought them? Like, damn, when you grocery shopping, like, shit, I ain't gotta get no motherfucking turkey meat. They
Some of that shit would have wasted
You don't think
though,
they
man.
helped
Summer
out?
contingency
What?
plans, but during the school.
Some kids.
Summertime always has programs though. There's
Listen,
always a program.
My whole thing is like,
I get it, but you can't knock it.
anybody who fucking know, well, I like to fuck with the 48 law of power. And the 40th law is despise the free lunch. You can apply it to this in context of what it means in the book is, be leery of motherfuckers give you free shit. Cause ain't no such thing as free shit.
The vaccine is in there.
Ain't nothing free. No, it's just to show your dependency. Like we in a socialist state where you dependent on the government.
Yeah.
Same motherfuckers who control. I mean, if motherfuckers feed you, they can not feed you. If you dependent on them for food and shit, they can starve you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Like, how are you not having? Me and Asad talked about this earlier this week. We so fucking conditioned and shit to go to the store and grab some shit that I had qualms about chopping the goddamn chicken head off if I had to. You know what I'm saying? I'll be in the arrow and shit, missing everything. Yeah.
Catch that motherfucker, make some chicken tenders.
Yeah. So it's like, how much, like, I gave my take. Aside, what you think? What's your take on, like, what exactly going on?
Shit, I mean,
It's so fast.
let me be cautious with my words in this time. Because KD's got it, Donovan Mitchell's got it, you know. So I don't want to be next one. But I don't know. I think they overplayed their hand. That's what I've always been saying. So I'm gonna stick with my gut.
And when you say, like, what do you mean that?
I think somebody there's a disease called coronavirus that exists and that you could catch, and it probably existed for longer than people understand. And maybe somebody caught it finally. But the myth of coronavirus has probably been so great. Yeah, I don't know, maybe the researchers have always said it could be the craziest one. And they always say that with the next best thing. It's the next biggest hurricane, it's the next biggest terrorist, the next biggest, you know, I don't know, scam or scandal. So I just think that's what it is with this disease.
Are you
Nobody
afraid?
really knows. No, I'm not afraid, but I feel like there's a miscalculation in how they respond. And so nobody wants to be the one to get it wrong. So
And when
I
you
feel
say
like
they responding, who are you talking about?
people who are in positions of decision making. You can be at a lower level like a school, you can be at a higher level like NBA, you can be at a private level like McDonald's franchise. Everybody at different levels is saying, not me, I'm closing. And somebody said 1 week. And actually nobody said nothing for a minute. They just said, y'all be careful out there. Then somebody upped the ante and said, we closed for a week. Then somebody else said 2 weeks. Then somebody else said 3. The NBA said indefinite. Some people said we can't go that far. Some people said we'll do 4 weeks. You know, and it's just been back and forth, and everybody's just putting their number out there. Nobody wants to be the one caught still open with a coronavirus. You know, and so it's a play like that. But I think it's spiraled out of control.
What about you, Juvie? Like, you got any thoughts on like what's exactly going on?
Yeah, I think that it's a form of control. That and I think the money got out of control. Is one thing. I think the money got out of control, and I feel like they need to take control back in some other areas. But I really just think they just lost control of some things.
When you say money got out of control, what exactly you mean?
Reset, like, I just feel like they really keep track. They keep hold of everything as far as but like these jobs, the schools when people make the money being pushed out, and just all these things and technology, and is making it so much easier for these kids to get money and a lot of money in a crazy amount of ways, and they messing with these banks, and it's just like, I mean, shit, I feel like it's kind of a big deal. I'm thinking about one kid, and it's like you got 10 kids doing this here, and you got 100 kids doing this in this area, and I'm just like, man, hey,
So
I
like
can only
YouTubers.
imagine, just not even that, man, these little street dudes. You know what I mean? I don't know. You know what I mean? That was just me. You know, that's just my. You know, I don't know. I could be wrong.
I didn't know you were going with that at first though, but I kind of got a grasp of it. Well, what I interpret what I get out of that is like, I remember when the Bitcoin shit started picking up. How everybody's like the government because they can't regulate certain transactions. They took that over. I think like sometimes they present. What's the little meme going around? It's like when if somebody they give you the problem, then the solution. They bring order out of chaos. That's how when I say they, I'm talking about the elite, so-called elite. They get order out of chaos. Like they cause all this confusion and shit.
I call it upstairs.
You say what?
Upstairs.
Yeah, like they create all this confusion and shit, and we be the ones.
Downstairs, for real shit.
So we be the one in disarray, and they just sitting up there pulling strings. You know what I'm saying? And like, well, they got the solutions. It's nothing like anything going out. That's how come they went. If this was like in the 90s or 80s, that'd be kind of more viable because it wasn't so much like card transactions. Once you can put a card in, man, they got you. You know what I'm saying? Just get a card. You got to get your social security number, your address, things like that. You order shit, it has to be with that address. It's all lined up. But that's not far-fetched to be far as them trying to figure out a way to control certain things. Like, even though when you say the street dudes who out here getting money, these niggas still selling dope and shit on making cash app transactions or PayPal transactions, so it's easy to monitor money. I'm not saying I know exactly what's going on. What I'm saying, it's a theory. You know what I'm saying? I would bet an arm, not necessarily mine, but surely one of yours, that the disease is man-made. Like I guarantee. Well, I would bet my own arms if we could just be sure that I'll have a fair shot, because I believe every disease is man-made. I don't know exactly like what the plan is, and I'm not afraid, but I'm aware. You know what I'm saying? Like, I walk around this corner and shit, but can one of y'all go first? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna go, but I need to see if they're gonna chop my head off. And I think that the side head look better rolling down the street than mine right now. He got a haircut. But the thing is, what makes it look like an agenda is one thing, like,
Just how it's being displayed.
Trump is like still Trump. And what I mean by that, he's playing Maverick. He's playing the anti throughout this whole thing, which that's his alter. That's how they designed him to interact with society. You know what I'm saying? Where he gonna be anti no matter what. If he just start panicking now, it wouldn't look right for his character or whatever. But what alarms me is how they pushing like I got a Yahoo News alert that says celebrities suggest you stay inside and quarantine yourself.
Mm-hmm.
When you got Tom Hanks popping up talking about some I got it and quarantine yourself, I'm like, what the fuck? He said I ain't tripping. But then when Idris get up here saying that shit, I'm like, nigga, what's wrong? Like, what gives me is the emphasis on quarantining yourself. You know what I'm saying? It's like you tell somebody look that way and they look and then you still sound like pocket. You know what I'm saying? Why y'all don't want me outside? Why y'all don't want us in groups? The shit is fucking. That's what make me nervous and shit because y'all trying to sneak some shit to work.
Separate and conquer.
You said separate and conquer. I mean, it's feasible. It's feasible. But how you feel when did you see Idris?
Yeah.
How you feel when you like? What did that?
That shit's silly, man. They just like doing shit.
I felt a similar thing because I'm like, oh, now we just got spokespeople for coronavirus. Like, they selling this shit? Like, yeah.
I'm thinking,
It was just like,
they
I just felt like they made sure they trying to find each person of each ethnicity or nationality as soon as possible so they can be the first of that culture to demonstrate that they can get it too. And then it's gonna be a Me Too movement for the coronavirus. Like, nigga.
Real shit.
But I did feel like it was some weird shit because they're like, Rudy Gobert. I'm like, okay, like that ain't nobody. I mean, I don't know.
No, I understand what you're saying.
Then I guess it's just for quote unquote awareness, but like it is quickly like some commercialized.
Corny ain't.
Yeah, it's like you could have just said what you said. You already said it. You know what I mean? Like you ain't got to be like they said it too.
Yeah.
So it's legit. Nigga, you the news.
Yeah.
You the news.
Yeah.
It's like, you supposed to be telling me this.
Yeah.
But
like, it's legit now because the Hooper said it.
With the Rudy Gobert thing, I'm gonna tell you, man. Sometimes I get disappointed in myself when I don't think critical. Like when I just run off the first thought that come to my head, I get disappointed in myself. When I seen Rudy Gobert, I said, God damn it, that Frenchie. You know what I'm saying? Like he got it. Then I seen everybody saying he was touching the mic, the podium, and the DS and all that stuff. That's how I said, damn. So that's y'all.
That's very convenient.
Because then you see the video of him go,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He playing and shit. So now it's like, yeah, that's how he got it.
But that's just being negligent on his part.
No.
Yeah, son.
Goddamn teacher. Fucking teacher.
I had to go to parent mode.
But listen though, but that's how stupid they think we are though. You know what I'm saying? I fucking feel. I was for it till I seen him doing all that. He act like he's gonna go stay at the Apollo and shit. You know what I'm saying? I said this shit is goofy. I'm like, why?
People on Facebook
the Utah Jazz basketball player. He was the first person. He was the nigga that they put out there when we said only white people can get it.
They tried to make it that. I was like, I'm not convinced. I need a real nigga. And then they was like Donovan Mitchell. And I was like, okay.
Only nigga I can vouch for was me. I'm like, man, it's Donovan Mitchell. That's the Utah shit.
But at least we know that a American nigga can get it.
When they overdid it.
It's different types of niggas.
I know, because they were saying in Africa they weren't getting it.
Hold on. Rudy Gobert, he one of us. He is Israelite. He's definitely one of us. He got dropped off at a different port. Let's don't diss Rudy and friends.
I think they all spoke first.
But this is the thing though. What today was the tipping point for me. Unless you get coronavirus from not brushing your hair, Kevin Durant don't got that shit.
He was spokesperson.
Kevin Durant in the last maybe 10 to 15 years is the most sensitive basketball player on the planet. Would you disagree? Would you agree with that side?
I mean, he's one of the sensitive ones. He's just high profile.
He's so sensitive that he made fake Twitter profiles and shit to defend himself.
I don't think he's the only one. I think he's just the one worth catching.
Listen, my whole point in saying that is this. Kevin Durant ain't gonna come out and talk about that's some coronavirus and shit if he got it for real. Yeah, but I'm saying like for me personally, this was all like, oh, they bullshitting.
Not necessarily because of Kevin Durant though.
That was the last straw right there. That was the last motherfucking straw right there.
It's a positive thing they're doing. Like,
no, it's not. There's no such thing as a positive lie.
It's a positive lie because at worst case scenario, it brings awareness to the fact of what's going on in America. Let's redo some of these policies.
What policies?
Casinos are closing. Restaurants are closing. Like restaurants used to leave condiments on the table.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna change. Like it already started changing at IHOP. I'm looking for the syrup at IHOP. He said, oh, we gotta
I
keep
don't
it in
know
the
why
back.
this shit funny, man.
That is. That's
No,
that's
they- I'm
real
gonna
shit.
say
Dusty and dirty.
That's real. No, I mean this is all
My
real shit.
hotels is
Ketchup.
pouring their own coffee for people.
All
now
that
in the
stuff
morning.
is
A
changing.
nigga sneezed while he was making my food. This nigga damn near had to
Home
change
for a week,
clothes.
my nigga. Like, yeah,
He was like,
they gonna change-
sorry, I
think
got a whole. He got a whole nother
the
fucking
healthcare
uniform
is
on.
gonna get their point across with this. All they needed was one
Oh,
or two.
also some
and they
soldiers. Wait, some soldiers. This is what I'm
See,
saying.
you gotta cover your base. You gotta
This
get
is what
over
I'm
to
saying. It's
everybody.
really not this serious, right?
They ain't got no NFL
So,
players yet.
we know I work, little joint I work at, right?
Yeah,
Some
can
soldiers
do.
was in a contact with some other soldiers at a party.
Yeah.
Went and told the boss. The boss went and told the people across the street, which is the head ups, and we ain't hear shit.
Yeah.
You know what I
When
mean?
told them what?
They tell us evacuate. It's like 70 of us in one
Yeah.
building, right? We do stuff. We
You got the
move
coronavirus.
around. They ain't-
Oh, Jules, you got the coronavirus.
For real, though. I'm not even
Hey.
bullshit. This is the real shit.
Yeah.
There's three people. There's three soldiers that was in the building with us that had got that was in contact with another
Totally
soldier at a
jealous.
party who's quarantined
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
one good point,
That nigga ignorant. That nigga forever 10. He said, hey, he covered up. He said, cause you was, hold on. He said, you was the niggas. He said he gonna get infected because of you, because you was around them motherfuckers.
Don't get me. I love y'all.
Hey man, listen. Right me from Guantanamo Bay.
Yeah,
There.
she's scared though. She's like, well, she don't know what to think.
But
You might get it.
I'm gonna ask y'all this, cause this is the thing.
That shit fake, man.
Do you buy into the Kevin Durant store?
That shit fake as shit.
I would stop playing.
I don't know,
fake as shit.
man.
That shit
Yeah,
like
this all
AIDS.
feels like this stage
You see
is
how many
played.
diseases
Like,
it is out here?
But they
Motherfuckers
are
scared of
accomplishing
coronavirus.
the goal of creating
motherfuckers got
that
AIDS out here.
fear within
Somebody gets
people,
some.
and people are scared. Like I had a homegirl was talking about she's scared. I don't do like negative words and things over myself or around me, and you talking about you scared while shit's hitting the
Four
fan right
agreements.
now. Like,
Mm.
no, dog, you
Four
got to
agreements.
you got to get it together. Like you can't be shook like that. Okay.
And you see niggas gonna do nigga shit. Listen, I can just imagine. If y'all ever read Uncle Tom's Cabin,
Yeah.
you have. When I'm in the process of listening to it. I don't read books no more. I'm an audible ass nigga. I'm in the process of listening to it, and something that struck me is for one, the person who wrote this, Harriet Beecher Stowe, is a white lady, but she's very versed in how we interact. The writing, the story, like 200 years old, shit's incredible. It's well written. She made one part where the plantation owner was saying things to the people that he had enslaved, and they was making jokes and shit, making faces behind his back. And I'm like, damn, this is in the context of slavery. You know, we raised to think these niggas was just ducking down, hiding and shit, running. Like, no sense of humor. And even in that captivity, they found humor in things. You see people make Corona songs. Like, niggas is making Corona songs. So there is a lack of seriousness behind it. And I think that what they trying to do, like, you do have people in mass hysteria and fear, but a lot of people just doing it because they see somebody else do it. There's a lot of people got hand sanitizer who bought that shit just to sell it on eBay. Some dude made like 25 to 50 racks. So it's not like it's just regular people buying it. Some people on some hustling shit. I want to ask, and anybody feel free to answer this. With everybody seemingly seeing through the Ness Nitty, the Idris, the Tom Hanks, and these other so-called celebrities making their agenda pushes, and everybody just seemingly disregarding. Do you think? Do anybody feel like that kind of like go against the reaction they wanted to? Like when I say it's a trial run, and they're like, damn, they're not listening to celebrities like we thought they was in this context. Anybody think that's something that can upset whatever was trying to go on?
Yes.
What do you? Okay.
I don't know. I can see it going two different ways. If the majority or the masses are not listening to or abiding by your warnings, and you see how they're doing just fine, whatever. I feel like there's been a shift lately anyway. So if motherfuckers got open minds, stuff could probably change not necessarily our way all the way, but we can have more so of a say so in what's going on.
When you say shift, what exactly do you mean?
And it might just be me or just like around me, but I feel like a lot more people are that common sense aspect is starting to come back. Like people are not just doing shit just to be doing shit. Like I have a purpose. I know I have a purpose. I'm gonna move with purpose, and I see more people moving with purpose rather than just I'm just doing it because everyone else is.
That's a good point. I got one more point, and I'm end up forgetting what I want to say because I definitely want to talk about you and Nap up next. This ain't just gonna be some Corona shit. We gotta get some entertainment in here. My brain gonna explode. And y'all don't gotta add on to it if y'all don't want to, but we are in a climate, man, of disrespect. And what I mean by that is like everybody disrespectful everybody because it's the popular thing to do. If you can get likes off of shit, people gonna do it. We see people posting videos, people getting beat up. Just silly shit. But the disrespect I'm talking about is I don't get into one, I don't consider myself American. We here, that's about that for me. But it's people who do consider themselves American. I'm not against that at all. And I don't care what color you are. If you consider yourself American, you gotta be an American. You got that solidarity. And what come to my mind, and this on both sides. When Obama was the president, some people didn't like him just because he was black. Some people don't like Trump. They won't say just because he's white. They'll say because he's racist. But then you ask them why he's racist, then they can't answer. They say some shit like, you think you're racist? Because you got that frown. Do you think Trump is racist?
But why couldn't y'all
Hold on. Do you think he's racist?
Tough point.
I don't know necessarily think he's racist, he's just stupid.
Okay, that's fair. But the thing is, I'm saying that some people say, they don't like, when you ask why they don't like Trump, they say because he's racist. And if that's, he very may well be. I'm sure he is, but a lot of people are. Matter of fact, the majority of presidents are, not all. My thing is this, though, when I say the disrespect, I truly believe 100,000% that when I said that the United States was put here as a form of an experiment, no other high-level nation in the world has citizens who openly disrespect and oppose the leader of that said country, state, or whatever it is. You can have people out here making memes up. The president's stupid. He's an idiot. He's a bitch. He pink. All that shit, which is cool. You got your opinion. But when you have a country and you're supposed to be a United States, you got to support your leader. If you identify with this is your country, you got to get behind it. Because the thing is, the distraction of Democrat-Republican thing, that causes a distraction within the country where you're susceptible to outside forces coming and wrecking shop. All this shit is designed, so I'm being real theoretical about this. If I'm in a kingdom and I say this is my king, this is who we submit to, whether I agree with the selection or not, but if it's the proposed voting shit, I gotta fall in line. So this is what I mean the disrespect thing. If they don't disrespect the leader of this country, the supposed leader, the figurehead in my book, but the leader of this country, you're not gonna respect what these celebrities say. This is a whole nother generation of people out here. This is not the 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, where people was just thinking robotically. This is the most rebellious generation ever in this whole United States history. And this coming from people at the, the Tea Party and shit, they're rebelling against the British imperial rulership. This is why I say this is a test run. They had to see how wild the Cowboys are before you come and restore order. They got to restore order. I think the next go around and shit is gonna be something with the internet. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the biggest motherfucking toy to take away. You take TikTok away from these motherfucking children and shit, they ain't gonna do shit but go crazy. So the thing is, this I think is a test run. They trying to check our temperature, see how rebellious we are and shit, and see how hard they got to put their foot on the necks of the people and shit to restore order. Because this shit's out of control. And you know what I'm saying?
I can't even say that out loud.
How come?
Because I don't got time for a government keeping in my door.
Trust me. You're not Huey Newton.
Nah, not even that. Like I don't got time for that. Like
But before we move on from Corona, anybody else got anything they want to put on there? Yeah, good.
That shit's fake as hell.
You see?
They is trying to get their shit back in order. That's all it really is. That's just like you got a bunch of badass kids running around.
Spring cleaner ain't
Do
never
what
heard
you
of
gonna
that.
do? You gonna spank that ass?
Spring
You gonna
cleaner,
take
go
the
to your room.
tablet, huh? You gonna take one? You always on the
Go
internet, right? So you gonna take
social
that tablet. Then you got
I'm
one
all tired
motherfucker
of
always
looking at
running
y'all.
around.
Yeah.
So you gotta just smack their
I
ass.
see you, you in trouble.
I'm just glad I don't have kids.
I'm glad I don't
been
have kids.
I couldn't do, not that I couldn't, but like,
They gonna take
I'm
the
able to
snacks.
babysit, but then those children
No more
can
snacks.
do what, go back home.
Nah, that's
They can go back home, so I don't have to
No more
give it
nap
all that.
time.
I think the only thing I think, like you said, I pretty much agree with that, man. It is kind of a let's see what they ain't ready for this, and see how people gonna react. A lot of people freaking out. I don't really understand it all. Like buying up the bread and shit, I didn't get. Cause that shit gonna be stale in the motherfucking freezer bread, nasty in the motherfucker when it thaw out.
It's the smartest black folks has ever been with their tax shit.
Yeah, that's what it was. Spin it up.
They spent it on the rice though.
I don't know, man. Like I said, the conspiracy theorist aspect in me, I guess, make me be like, nigga, it ain't. If it's something now, yeah, it's something now a little bit, but with all the fucking look, what I know about germs is, nigga, germs evolve, and you know when you with all this hand sanitizer, you make a new flu vaccine every year because the flu gets stronger. You know what I mean? If it ain't nothing now,
Do you believe that for real?
That's theoretical,
okay.
but with that's how germs evolve though.
Yeah.
And if we keep buying up all the hand sanitizer, I think we forcing their evolution faster and using it up at an extreme rate that we are now. We want to get up to using that shit. We finna have to start coming out with new hand sanitizers like Jordans, like every week.
Rubbing alcohol.
Whatever the fuck
I
it
don't
is.
even believe in like I
Whatever
don't
the
believe
fuck
in
it is.
evolution in all aspects. Like I don't believe germs evolve.
Well, that's
This is me though.
that's a whole
If
nother
it's a
discussion.
living organism, it could be getting stronger.
I mean, that's
Like
a
what organization you
That's why they
saying
say
this
coronavirus is stronger than the last virus.
without
Came back, man.
It's a
It's
number
a
of
new
coronaviruses
episode,
though,
bro.
so
This
yeah,
season.
without some kind of outside influence and stuff like say HGH for humans. Like how do you evolve? How does the organism evolve? The germ.
Because you leave something
We're
on the
not. He's
counter
not
for a long time and it gets
not a
dirty,
scientist.
and then later on it gets dirty.
Nigga, that's
I did
called
this shit
rotten.
it rots more, so that means
That's not evolution though,
getting
nigga.
stronger.
That's
It's more
that's
of it.
devolving, whatever the fuck that is.
the soap disinfect itself,
Like
nigga,
That's deep.
or hand sanitizer.
That's deep.
Soap
That's
does.
deep.
Getting the hand sanitizer get dirty.
No. Because it's got the killing principle.
Riddle me this,
So
Batman.
any
What if
germs
hold on?
fall
What if
in hand
somebody what if somebody pee in the
sanitizer,
sanitizer? Then is it dirty?
That's
Nah.
Or do it sanitizer pee?
it won't even mix. The sanitizer.
Stay on top.
I don't know. Which
Like oil and water.
When you get home, let us know. Hey, when you get home, let us know. Hey, one more thing. Have anybody seen anything positive come out of this? We done seen you got an easy ass work. Gas. Hey, the highway be open like a motherfucker when I go to work in the morning.
Oh, I got to go to Miami
Oh,
for $87.
This nigga.
70 something. It was like $74.
This nigga. That's
only nigga out there.
That's
Yeah.
love.
So I went to Miami. I was like, we was at me and my fiance was at
That was
we
round
was
trip
at
for
Texas
2 people.
Roadhouse. No, round trip was like
Oh,
you gotta
never
think
mind,
74
never mind.
plus
That's
2.
No, it was $27 a ticket.
148.
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
that's
yeah,
what I was
so
thinking, like, I
that
love
was
to hear
that,
it
man.
tonight.
It was really like it was smooth. Like we literally just like we just spent it. Imagine if you was like, I just be like, I spend my weekend here type shit, and that's what we did. Like I was like, hey, Friday, I was like, you want to go to Miami tomorrow? I said, you want to Miami? She said, when? I was like, tomorrow. She's like, what? I'm like, for real? So we went home packed at like 10 something. Then we left to my homeboy crib like around 2, cause he drove to Cincinnati. Then we flew down there, got down there at 11. And then we just kicked it. Like we kicked it, flew back. Everything was smooth. Airplane was empty.
We had a seat. We had both sections by ourselves.
Yeah, kid.
Whole
Listen,
time.
Lord, kick the beat
This
up.
nigga living like a Mayweather.
I'm on that shit tomorrow,
You
man.
on the beach?
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
We wasn't, you know, we wasn't eating. We wasn't doing
Y'all had to
expensive
beat
shit.
shit
We was just
yourself?
kicking it. Yeah.
Listen.
That's what's up, man. I'm out there. Hey, I'm out
And
there
if y'all go to this picture, if y'all go to Juvie picture, y'all gonna see the most hood rat picture ever. There's 4 people in the picture, everybody got the middle finger up in the camera. Hey, them motherfuckers out there thugging.
Buy stocks in Southwest Airlines, nigga, and Delta and Frontier and
They done trade, they stopped trading right now.
Oh,
They
motherfucker.
shut that shit down.
Damn, nigga, cause I be killing Wolf of Wall Street, nigga. Nigga, I'm like when the shit cut back on, niggas gonna be taking flights, nigga. Like, I'm finna get bread.
But
That was a great, you know.
go ahead, we saw.
No, you know, that was just a favorite, y'all.
Yeah.
Stay looking out for your boy.
Yeah.
Rock Yahoo! But moving on, man. Let's get a little entertainment in here. We're our guest today. She's a curator. What curator, man? That shit sound real appropriate when I say it. Is that like creator? Somebody who brings something together?
A curator.
Okay, Google.
I'm gonna say I think that's what it is.
I'll be reading books and shit, so words just pop in my head. But look, we got Miss Chrissy Josi in the building. We got Josi in the building.
She raised her own eyebrow, nigga, with her finger. Manually raised that bitch.
No, it raised by itself.
Oh, so you had to snatch it
We
down.
got Josi in here. She's the HNIC of Naptown up next. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Fantastic. What exactly do you do with your organization?
Well, my brand name is Josi Speaks Entertainment, and part of that is Naps Mixed Up, which is an event that I started last year for up and coming artists and businesses as well. It's a place for people to basically network, you know, see what's going on. Also help artists like perfect their craft. You feel me? And then anything else that I do is just based off the strength of I know how to do it. People ask me, I dance. So if you need dance lessons, you know how to get on stage, I do that. I make jewelry.
What kind of dance do you do?
I did that since I was 3. Did praise dance, ballet, contemporary jazz, that kind of thing.
You still be praised dance?
Nah, I don't do praise dance.
That's some funny shit. That's some funny. Praise dance is the funny shit in life.
Yes.
It is.
Liturgical
It
dances.
is. But no, I
And
don't.
it's real funny when a dude doing it. Well, you're like, that nigga gonna get fingered at the church. But look though, all jokes aside, so do you give dance instructions?
I used to. I haven't done it in a while. But that's just one of the things. I also write.
Poetry?
Yes.
And you do spoken word?
Yes. Practicing that right now.
How long you been writing?
I've been writing officially since I was 14. Got on punishment freshman year.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell everybody in here.
Just like a nigga writing rhymes in they
It wasn't even
cell.
like that. I ain't got it so much.
Just like a nigga. Okay, Gucci.
Oh shit.
Nah, I was playing.
But you said
No,
you
but
was
my
on
dad,
punishment.
he took my TV out my room. He took my
That's my
phone.
mama.
Dang near. All I had left was a notebook and my speaker. So that time was literally like me tapping into that part of myself and diving deep, writing what I could. And I look back at them poems and I'm like, it was probably the best poems I ever wrote.
Shout out to your parents, nigga. For real, for
Shout out to
real.
the microphone.
Hey, man. You know, I don't be shouting out into this nigga face. No, you know.
All jokes aside, but so how? And you are from? You said you were born in Fort Wayne.
I was born in Fort Wayne, but I wasn't there very long.
So you've been here for the most of your life.
Majority years.
How did you get into the Nap Up Next thing? Are you a big fan of? Is it predominantly hip hop?
I'm just a fan of the arts.
Yeah.
Right now, hip hop is what's like, you know, the dominance. Me personally, I listen to a whole lot of different types of music. I'm not really into the hip hop scene as much as other people. You'll hear me listening to Erykah Badu or Ocean or something before you hear me listening to, I don't know, Cardi B. I love Cardi. She's my favorite, but on a regular basis, no.
So like when you do your events, what do you try? You try to get like a different mixture of people, or do you follow the wave, or is your like? Because when you say this, you're not really into hip hop. Do you feel like you necessarily push to promote that more?
I don't necessarily push it on purpose.
Yeah.
I would say it's not intentionally done, but it's what's out there. Like when I go down my timeline, I'm seeing R&B and hip hop consistently, so that's something I'm able to repost on my page or reach out to those people about performing or sending music to the page because we're starting up our YouTube. So yeah, I'm trying to get a mixture of
When you say you look for people, do you have a certain criteria that you look for, or is it just anybody who needs help?
Really anybody that needs help. That's one of my gifts. Actually, I'm a helpful person. Screwed me over in the past, but that's basically what I do. I help.
How rewarding is that for you though? Like because you said you've been screwed over in the past, and when people usually encounter some kind of negative roadblock or something, they just fold up, shut off, and like, I ain't helping nobody. What enables you to keep going in that regard?
I don't even know honestly what necessarily keeps me from it's other people who are like me and they go the other way. They're like, nah, fuck this, I'm not doing that. And I'm gonna keep putting myself out there, and I'm like, nah, like everybody deserves love and help. Like everybody deserves no matter what. And I run into people, and I'm like, God damn, I don't never mind. Shut off for about 4 to 5, 6 months. Come back, I'm ready to go again.
That's a hell of a recharge period.
Literally, I just went through that recharge period.
What's since you've been doing this, because I'll say you promoting it a lot. Since you've been doing Nap Up Next, what's been the most rewarding experience that you had?
Seeing fresh artists come in the door and I have a couple that came to both shows last year and performed, and they felt better after each time, and they their confidence a little bit more. They able to get some feedback on what they need to do, and they're happy. They come in and network with people and shook hands with motherfuckers, and they're cool.
So you benefit from seeing their growth. It's like what I'm just imagining from you, if I have an event and somebody perform like them 2 times, it's like a proud parent, so to speak. Like not saying that you, but like you just. Like this motherfucker just shitting on himself. Now they walking upstairs by themselves. Look at him go. That kind of stuff.
Yeah, basically, yeah, definitely.
On the flip side, what has been the most, aside from people just basically fucking you over, there any particular instances without saying names where people just left you like, damn, that made you like, I should quit?
It hasn't been more so in my business aspect. It's more so friendship wise that I've had those instances. Way too many friends that I've put myself out there. Maybe I don't have what you want or what you necessarily need, but what is it? How can I help you? Maybe I can get the resources, and it turns into
pool and shit. Turn it on you, nigga.
And it just turns into it just used to turn into I will do all these things for you, let you use my card, buy you some weed, buy you food, whatever it is you need to feel comfortable. And then when I fall down, you feel me, and you up, you looking at me like, nah, G, get it by yourself. I felt like I was by myself. I don't know why you feel like you was by yourself, because I was right next to you, but okay, that's cool. So I now.
Here we go. You said 2.
Mm-hmm.
What exactly was the criteria for these shows?
The first one was just like a concert kind of thing. People were just a showcase. Sorry,
yeah.
It was more so a showcase. The second one was a competition. People were able to win a music video by Craig Allen.
By who?
Craig Allen.
Okay.
That was fun. I had my judges.
Who won?
This guy named Sayama.
What was his genre of music?
Hip hop. I don't know exactly what, if he would consider himself hip hop, because I know there's so many different.
What you said his name was again?
Sayama, S-A-E, and it's underscore Yama.
I imagine he performed with a spear.
No.
With a name like that.
No, he performed with 3 backup dancers.
Killed it.
Yes, he did kill it. You feel me? He came to win.
Was it? Was he real harmonious? Because the name like that seems like it got some kind of flavor to it and stuff. Was he just?
Rhythm?
Look what you said.
Was he in rhythm?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I went to school with him
Yeah.
actually, and he was in show choir. And music has been a thing for him for a while, and I'm just now seeing him kind of, bring that aspect out. But he had training, dude. Like he came in and killed
So
everybody.
he kind of had the upper hand.
He kind of did, and I
The
didn't want
performance
to do that to everybody else, but I was just like, you know what? Honestly, if he win, I was talking to my judges about this too. If he win, then everybody else, if they see he won, why did he win?
Yeah.
Because he came through and he came polished. Even though he's not, Paris Adam or anybody like that, he still came through like, I'm Fresh Does It, I'm whoever, like, y'all know my name.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna know my name. Everybody else kind of was like, I'm here to do my music. Everybody, kind of get to know me. Everyone did a great job.
So they had their confidence like he had though.
Not everyone, though.
Yeah.
And you just have to build that up. Like, it just takes time and practice to keep doing that.
You consider yourself a confident person?
Yeah.
You do. What you said the other was like just a showcase where people just showcase their talents.
It was still music wise, but it was a showcase for artists, yes.
Who was your favorite person at that event? Your favorite artist?
I'm gonna have to go with El Salvador.
Okay.
He had came through with the crew.
Also, with your brand, you do management.
Yes.
What exactly do you do as a manager?
Well, I haven't actually managed anyone. I was managing one artist last year. That didn't go by very well actually for me, so I ended up stepping back away from that. I imagine myself as a manager. I'm going to help you out, help fund, whatever it is you need funding for, and not necessarily that you're going to take orders from me, but you're going to listen to me. Yeah, you're going to take some type of direction from me.
So that's crazy. When you say you not direction, do you, because Juvia fighter, he boxed.
Mm-hmm.
And what that made me think of, speaking of boxing, shout out to the Floyd Mayweather family. If y'all listening, we want to wish y'all condolences to the loss of Roger Mayweather, Floyd's former trainer and former champion. He having a rough go at it. That popped in my head. I started talking about boxing, but he fight, and boxers, man, or people who check out boxing, they don't understand that the promoter and the manager, they work for the fighter. They have so much responsibility. People start thinking that the fighters work for the promoter or the manager.
Mm-hmm.
When you manage, do you think that you have what's the type of relationship when you say, because really you make suggestions and you manage things,
Mm-hmm.
but you're not supposed to dictate. Did you have a hard time balancing that?
Yes, but not because I was dictating or anything. It was because the other side was dictating, and it just wasn't a healthy balance between the two of me being a manager versus I'm just your assistant. And I feel like there's a difference between that.
And for people listening, what exactly is the difference between a manager and an assistant?
Well, both do take direction, right? But an assistant is I'm gonna say a little less hands-on, but more so behind the scenes. And an assistant do stuff, really honestly, both do stuff without being asked to do it.
Yeah.
But assistants, that's not really like their thing. Like whatever you're doing, they're just here to assist you.
I agree with that, because just from my take, people, the manager, man, I think the key thing with manager, like I said, Javar can attest to, or even a trainer, these people are supposed to have your best interests at hand, and you should have that kind of trust in them, to where when they offer you direction and stuff, you can take it, and if y'all got that rapport between y'all that's solid, that you could, like, assistant really don't make suggestions. Assistant be like, should I? You know what I'm saying? A manager like, you should.
Yep.
Have you ever tried to reach out to manage anyone else in any regard?
No, not at the moment. I've had people reach out to me, and I really haven't reached out to anyone else because the people who reach out to me just kind of like And then ask me questions and go away. So it's kind of not necessarily wasting my time, but I'm not gonna keep putting energy into this, and y'all not serious.
You don't ever think about having a consultation fee? Like, I understand, like, we always talk about, especially here, this is a good group of people who like to work just to build each other up. Like, my whole thing is I'm a firm believer in the barter system when it's applicable. But if pay is necessary, I definitely feel like you should pay people for their talents and their time.
Yeah.
When people reach out to you, like, do you, because you say that you look to finance when it's necessary. Do you sign any kind of contracts to where you can benefit on the back end, or like would that be something you'd be interested in? Because usually when people put their money into it, the whole thing is I have to get it back out. That's just how the music industry runs. You listen to TLC. I don't mean to interrupt because you head shaking shit. You got your thought.
Yeah, no, I'm listening to you.
With TLC, you know what I'm saying? They made so much money. They grossed a lot of money off the album, but they only ended up getting $300,000 a piece when it was all said and done because the record was like, we paid for this video, we paid for this, that, and other. When you enter into these agreements with not necessarily the ones that you did in the past, but the ones maybe in the future, would that be like part of the criteria you working with these people?
A contract, yes. You not making money off your stuff in that aspect wouldn't be my thing.
Yeah.
I really would rather my artists make, basically 100% off of your streaming, your video, like whatever it is, because I'm gonna have my other streams of income. So I'm not gonna necessarily need you. To me, that's greedy. I already have this job. I got this going for myself. It's making enough money for me to, do what I gotta do. Cool. I'm not looking for your money. You're an artist. You're looking for you to come up. And artists are already having it hard as is, trying to pay for studio time, pay for, if I don't have a car, I'm paying for a Lyft and Uber to get across town to do that. Gas to get to these functions so that I can show up. I gotta make sure I got at least some money in my pocket to give me a drink or two or something while I'm sitting in here. That's money.
Yeah.
That's money. That's like
Collective.
yes.
Who are some of your favorite artists in Indianapolis?
Favorite artist?
Not one in particular, not just single down one, but just some of the people you enjoy. Any genre.
I fuck with Ali Buckets. I always said El Swagador. See who else I listen to? American. Love American. I listen to so many people. The Dopey Hopi.
The what?
The Dopey Hopi.
What they do, man? Jersey Rhymes.
No. He has some pretty dope music, and I think that I don't know necessarily where he got his name from, but it fits good when you listen to his music. That was probably my top local artists.
As far as your jewelry line, can you tell us a little bit about that?
I make bracelets, chokers, and waist beads right now.
Waist beads, we were talking about them the other day. You want some?
Waist beads are popular.
That's why I ended up having to do waist beads. I lost a friend off of that.
You're losing weight because you
felt
slide
like
down. Slide down.
She felt like there wasn't enough money in the world. Just like, I'm a weed man, you a weed man. No, I'm saying I lost a friend because I decided to go that route, because originally I was just doing bracelets and chokers, and I was making something, it was called crowns. But then I realized I'm not making no money. Everybody want waist beads. I gotta get into the market. If I'm gonna make jewelry, I want my jewelry to flourish. Like shit, everybody want waist beads right now. We gonna make waist beads.
And you said you lost a friend behind that?
I lost a friend behind that because she
When
couldn't
you said
understand
I lost,
that.
I thought you like, oh my God.
Nah, she just really upset about it and never talked to me about it. So we never had a conversation.
Guess who's making waist beads?
Secretly salty is what they call it.
No, yeah.
Secretly salty.
So did you ever address this?
I never had the chance to. I told you I protect my energy. So if that's what you want to do, you cut me off, you blocked me, make sure I can't blocked me.
For some waist beads.
Over some waist beads. Talk about I sat and watched her do it. I said, dog. Like,
oh wait, she was doing it too?
She was doing waist beads first.
Oh, you swagger jack. Okay.
No.
I'm bullshit.
That's why I was trying to explain. I'm like.
So she felt like she caught.
Oh, kind of.
She felt like that was her
I kind of could understand that.
Oh, man.
I could
But we was
understand
not.
that.
We were never best friends.
Okay, well.
We weren't that.
Damn.
We weren't.
I like the bitch anyway.
No, it's not even that. But I mean, all seriousness, for real, like we were not that close to the point to where like
Well, you
my
don't lose,
business.
like, you don't lose, hold on, because you can't call somebody and say you lost a friend and say we're not that close.
She was my friend though. You
You can't
was my
lose.
friend.
You got any friends who not close?
She's saying in retrospect.
Yeah, like we wasn't like so close that like, dang bitch, you knew like you could have came to me. No, like I'm about to start making waist beats. We don't talk every day. Like you're not checking up on me, making sure I'm
That's a
like,
hell of justification still somebody like you.
So, like-
I really don't really fuck with her like that. I like that design.
I made my own designs.
Motherfuckers.
I'm coming up with my own some like trying to do something different with my waist beats this time.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll separate me from some other
waist
people.
beads from
But
men.
then even then I'm
That's
looking at
something
other
new.
people who are making waist beads that I'm about to like it's
Yeah. I mean, it's
if
not.
people want to say,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like it's
Oh, ab.
You can't. It's everybody making
it's
the
like
same
it's
wheel.
like
You got
Forever
the right
21
wheel.
being mad at Fashion Nova because Fashion Nova came after Forever 21, but Fashion Nova more people want to buy Fashion Nova. Like
Right now.
yeah. So I'm just saying.
So I'll be on that fashion though. Then gotta tie your ass up.
What you say? What you say inside?
It come from China. You
What?
catch coronavirus off Fashion Nova.
You can't buy Fashion Nova right now. You can't buy Fashion Nova.
Can't buy it right now.
I have a fashion over where coming through now, so somebody lying. That's just shipping now. Shit.
Yours already on the vessel coming over the shit.
But
Wash it when
So
you
That's
first
an
get it.
extra dose on it.
well,
Time for you.
where can people find your items? I bought 2 bracelets from you for my daughter at American event. She like them bracelets.
Nice.
Where can people find your?
Right now, I'm taking orders off my Instagram and Facebook. So I'll post stuff or whatever I have in my highlights on Instagram or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all get some bracelets like friendship. We all get the same bracelet. No, go ahead.
I just
Sorry,
made my
Dan, don't
daddy a
play,
bracelet.
nigga.
I just
Oh,
finished
nah, I'll
making
be
him a
honest with you.
bracelet.
I wouldn't get one of them.
You wouldn't.
Nah,
What if
we
you
get
were
a
like-
bust down rolling. I heard that on
You gonna
the
get a-
song.
You get rolling out
He
the
said
back.
I heard that on a new
Jason,
song.
Jason,
The matching
I'll be
rose.
back in the Source magazine.
Bust
Yeah,
down rolling.
definitely. Definitely.
The matching rose.
So
Yeah.
can you tell people where they can find you at online?
Instagram at _ JOSI dot speaks. Yeah, yeah. Speaks SPEAKS. And then Facebook, you can look me up, Josephine, JOSEPHINE.
Just tell her to slow down, bro. It gotta be like
And
that.
then last name Bax, BATTS.
Do you have any of your events coming up soon? I know you said you got the YouTube page open. What coming out? When exactly is that?
We plan on doing our first recording next week.
And what does it consist of?
We're going to be doing kind of similar to the show, like the physical show, but having interviews, black-owned businesses come in, or if we have, he's wearing somebody's shirt today, we would do something like that. What else are we doing? Competitions. People can send their music. People can vote. Just different stuff so we make it lively and people can create a community of artists.
And do you have a team that work with you? Anybody you want to shout out?
Shout out my girl Maya. I was calling her Mia at first. It's Maya.
I just met. She's not that good of a friend. I'm not that close.
That's what I said. Shout out my girl.
Yeah.
We did just start kicking it. She was one of my customers at first. She bought waist beads from me last year. And she's an artist actually. She's an up and coming artist. So yeah.
And with that next up events, you have any of those planned? Anything lined up?
We are planning another show for this year. We're trying to do it bigger, make it more of a festival feel, because we feel like that's just something we need here. We already have streets that we have in I think August.
We also have the the Unity Expo. And anyway.
I didn't go last year, so I don't know how that went.
About 6 weeks.
You got some good work here. I was checking out your work on your page, man. You got some fine tapestries on here.
Hey, but look though, we definitely appreciate having you here. I'm not saying it's just said. Always good to have a creator and somebody who take pride in helping other people. We wish you the best success. Anytime you need a platform, you got one here. We're gonna send you our mixtape. We got the mixtape is done.
Oh yeah, article needs to do this thing.
Yeah. So they can review it. We're gonna start getting a couple people review it. Mixtape definitely fire. I haven't even heard it, but I know that shit's fire. It's just fire straight. Fuck with it. That's our DJ right there. He the man. So we're gonna show it to you.
It took me a little minute. The medication had me down.
We're gonna get you. Don't get out there bootleg. I got a can of coronavirus that I bust in your head. We can give our shit away. No, I'm bullshit. But you gonna get it exclusive.
That bootleg though.
It's on her Spotify.
Burn CDs and everything.
Right.
You just put it on somebody on the stream. You know what I'm saying? But anytime you know what I'm saying, reach out to us and stuff. We can cross promote whatever, help each other build. Anything you want to say? You ain't got no shows. You ain't got shit to say. I'm gonna kill you.
New content coming online.
Hold me on the ground.
Great time.
What's up? What's up, Trey? Trey in the building, man. Trey always come through in the clutch and shit. What's happening with you? He was supposed to be out of town. I'm glad they shut down his flight. I killed the party. Where was you going?
No, I was my mom and them was going to the Stella Awards. So
Damn.
The what award?
Stella was like the big gospel
Okay.
event, like singing and whatnot. So I was gonna, show up, down there on Thursday with them. They was gonna be at the thing on Friday. She wanted a little
Where was
family
it at?
trip in Vegas.
Okay.
Oh, you guys in Vegas.
I still might go to Vegas though. I'm
Yeah.
off Thursday, Friday. Might pick down there.
That's what's up.
Stay in the mountains though, away from the people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be on my own little thing. I like the mountain view. Be on my own. Like peaceful out there.
Yeah, they got the cougar chasing.
The Stellar Awards. I just got a problem with the Stellar Awards being in Vegas. Like,
With the AVN.
I'm like, nigga, that's y'all supposed to be the quote unquote church people.
Right.
Nigga, Vegas, the Sim City. They out there turning up with Kirk Franklin now.
Kirk Franklin has a porn addiction.
Bro.
That's how you got the UFO.
No, he don't.
Google that
Yeah, he
shit.
do.
Google that shit.
I knew something off of that.
It's an off and out.
Part-time class.
Yeah. What's up, Si?
Nah, man. We
You making 3 in a row? When you cutting out?
tomorrow 6.
Bomb threat. Go ahead.
They shut down all the schools, so
You coming back up here? Ain't you? Or
that's
you-
the bad part. By the time I land, I might be getting right back in the car and driving
Yeah.
back up this way. But at least I have my car with me.
Yeah.
Makes a little difference. So I don't really know.
Quick bites, real quick. Tom Brady went to Tampa Bay. He left the
Seen that.
Patriots.
I'm
He
upset.
did go to Tampa
I'm
Bay?
upset.
Well, it's
I'm
perceived.
Y'all gotta
that's
let him
real.
die. Listen,
I'm
hopefully
upset.
you get my favorite. Hopefully you get my favorite player, man. He underrated. Y'all get Jameis.
Hey,
Jameis
but
gonna
I'm
turn
gonna
up.
still be a Patriots fan.
I hope y'all get Jameis, man. That's what y'all
I'm
need.
gonna turn on him.
James ain't going nowhere.
He ain't back up no Tom Brady.
Shit, he ain't got no choice.
You crazy? He free agent. He out of here.
I know.
He
He going to
Colts
Atlanta.
wasted money.
He going to Atlanta.
Colts wasted money on Phil Rivers. Phil Rivers is a complete bum. He's been a bum for the last 4 or 5 years.
Not down here. He won't be.
He
That's
couldn't
what
do-
the Colts
He
did?
couldn't do shit with.
Phillip Rivers.
He crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what it is.
Trash.
I ain't seen that one now.
Hey man, listen.
Hey, before I put a
If,
computer chip for that
listen,
motherfucker.
if the Colts are lucky, Phil Rivers gonna catch coronavirus and down his way here. If the Colts are lucky, I'm not playing. That motherfucker's trash. He had all that talent last year and fucked that up. What else been some big moves? Fucking Houston out here selling their souls and shit. They got rid of DeAndre Hopkins and a 2nd round pick. That shit, a 4th 2nd round pick and David Johnson.
No, yeah, that's some
Cardi B moving in Antarctica.
Said Cardi B booming in Antarctica.
He said
Moving
moving.
in Antarctica.
Oh, she moved.
No, she not right.
That's what she said.
What's
Cardi
it?
B wants to talk a lot.
I be
Cardi B
believing
don't
I'm
Cardi
not.
fucking
No,
Antarctica
I
is.
don't be
Cardi
believing
B.
her sometimes.
She be
Huh.
believable.
Cardi B don't know what the fuck
She the
Antarctica
type of
is.
bitch I believe anything
Cardi-
she said.
Cardi B thinks she got an aunt named Antarctica. Bitch think, man.
Man, don't be coming for Cardi now.
I like a little slow. A little
Cardi
slow is pretty
shit.
cool.
Well, your name is what's her name?
Man, y'all
Basella?
can't lie,
What's
bro.
her
A little
name?
slow, a little sexy. But the girl just a little bit slow.
Hey, hold on. Now listen. I gotta get this out of my system before we go. And I have a right to do this. I'm gonna ask you. What's your friend gonna do now that the bar's closed?
My friend?
Yeah.
I don't know. Stay at home and drink.
Nah.
The ones that work?
Hell no, the ones that. Let me preface with this. Hold on. I gotta say this. When we was in our controversy, somebody made a comment and said that this is a particular podcast, so I got something to say about somebody. And I had to unfollow him, have him unfollow me because you ain't gonna be subliminally talking about me and shit.
What? Oops.
So I gotta ask. That OnlyFans ain't as profitable as she led us to believe. She's out here begging for $300. How's your friend gonna survive the drought?
Oh, that's your home girl?
Be in the bathtub and shit. Be in there dancing stiff as law the TikTok videos.
Almost definitely was in the bathtub last year.
Oh, that was the last time you took a bath?
No,
What the? How do you remember that particular
online.
instance?
Come on now.
One time last year. Now I'm talking about girl been there shaking her back.
Oh, man, I ain't gonna say that's my close. Because I'm not gonna front like I'm close to people, but I'm gonna definitely let you know I fuck with motherfuckers.
I know. I'm just
I don't know what she gonna do. Like,
you think she can survive the drought?
I definitely think she can do it. She got it in her. Hell, I mean, anything is possible.
That's a hell of a thing. Hey, listen, hold on. Listen, real quick. As my friend, if somebody asks y'all, I'm gonna make it, please have a good answer. And she don't say, he gonna get blessed. You know what I'm saying?
They gotta be with him.
Say that nigga be color. He might win a coloring contest or something. Make something solid, man. Don't say, man, you know. She even said some bar shit. Anything's possible.
It was nice knowing.
It was cool. But no, I was so sorry though. Thank you for coming, Judy. You got anything you want to say?
Second exit. You know what? Shout out to TCK Podcast. Check us out streaming on all services: YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio. Anything you can think of, we on it, man.
We got some hell for our views. I don't know views, but our subscribers that went up on YouTube.
Subscribers went up.
You posted a couple controversial videos, man. Motherfuckers like bullshit.
Yeah.
First off, I want to shout out to that girl who called them boys some gay birds. She really got us cracking. She really got us popping. She got us popping.
Yeah,
She got us popping. Hell yeah.
She was going in.
On YouTube?
Yeah, you ain't never seen that? Go follow our YouTube page.
But I follow y'all on Spotify.
Thank you everybody for tuning in. Appreciate that. Thank you for everybody for tuning in to the best podcast you never heard of. Another fantastic show. I appreciate everybody who listened. More importantly, I appreciate our guests and my squad who in here. Like I said, it's our first time ever being here all at the same time. I'm the Black Ranger. Catch y'all next week. Mixtape should be out next week. We're going to give it to a couple people to listen to, review. I got to hear that shit ASAP. I'm excited to hear this shit. I know Trey got busy.
I'm going to take it out for you.
Yeah. So we're going to check y'all out, man, next week on the best podcast you never heard of, TCK.
The Conceited Knowbody. Every Tuesday at 8 p.m.